Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to look into a supplementary reader, Zigzag by Asha Nehemiah. I hope you all know the term zigzag, isn't it? Zigzag means zigzag lines, isn't it? But here, it is the name of a pet whose name is Zigzag. In this story, we are going to study about a pet who is taken care by another family and it creates commotion, that is disturbance in the family. Look into the video. It's an interesting story. You will love it. In today's lesson, Zigzag, we already saw the name Zigzag is about a pet, isn't it or not? And so this lesson deals about Dr. Ashok T. Krishnan. He is the main character in this. He is a doctor, and so he and his family are involved in this story. Dr. Ashok T. Krishnan's clinic usually sounded more like an ancient Chinese torture chamber than a child specialist clinic. His clinic, where he gives treatment, it looks like a Chinese torture chamber. It is a place where children are tortured. This was because the tiny children who were his patients left out a variety of blood curdling yells and ear splitting sobs. That means what? They were all shouting like anything, and we could not even hear it. The sound was very horrible. That is why they said it is a torture chamber. It's all because my patients were making so much noise and crying so loudly. That's what he says. His patients, that is the small children, were crying and making too much of noise. He apologized to his wife one evening that Somu couldn't hear me properly. He rang me in the clinic to ask whether he could keep Zigzag with us when he leaves for Alaska. Somu is his friend, and so Somu had called up this Dr. Ashok to find out something. What is that? He wanted to he wanted Dr. Krishnan to keep Zigzag with him as he was leaving to Alaska. Okay, that means he was going on a trip to Alaska. And now Somu thinks I said yes, even though I clearly said no. What does he say to his wife? He said, I said no only, but I think I have said yes. He was not sure whether he said yes or no. I know you are busy getting your painting ready for your exhibition next week. He says his wife, no, this Dr. Ashok's wife, she was getting ready for a painting exhibition. She had to present an exhibit, and so she was getting ready with that painting. Zigzag interrupted their 9-year-old daughter Maya. Okay, Maya is the daughter of Dr. Krishnan, and so she is asking, is it Zigzag? Isn't that Uncle Somo's prized giant green and gold fighting beetle? She is asking, is Zigzag a gold fighting beetle? It is like an insect, the one that spits deadly poison straight into its opponents. She is asking, is that a kind of beetle which spits poison into the opponent's eye? Means the person who is standing straight, okay, or the enemy or so. No one corrected her older brother Aravind. No, corrected her older brother Aravind, eyes shining in pure delight. The beetle is called Spitfire. Zigzag must be Uncle Somo's pet snakes. Now, his son Aravind interrupts and says, no, Maya, it is not a beetle. It must be Uncle Somo's pet snake. The African Sidewinder. He says the name of the snake is the African Sidewinder. You know, the one that slithers zigzag all over his house. Slithers means to move. You're both quite mistaken, their father hastened to explain, seeking his wife's horrified expression. Now Dr. Ashok interrupts and says, no, you both are wrong. It is not a beetle nor a snake. And his wife was having a very bad expression. Zigzag is a most harmless, unusual and lovable bird. What is zigzag? It is a bird. A harmless bird. It doesn't harm others. Unusual means not of the usual kind, the crow and all what we see, not like that. And a lovable bird. Apparently it was bred by a genuine African witch doctor who gifted it to Somo when he, being a child specialist like me, cured the witch doctor's son while he was touring the deepest jungles of equatorial Africa last month. When Sumo had gone on a tour to Africa, there he cured the witch doctor's son, and so that doctor presented the zigzag to Dr. Somo. He also says it is an absolute treasure and a real help. It's his favorite pet, you know. So he is telling that it is an absolute treasure, a gift, what is it, a very valuable gift, and it is also of a great help to him. And he also says that it is his favorite. Somu might be your best friend, but most of these so-called favorite possessions that he has given us were absolute nuisance, countered Mrs. Krishnan angrily. What is Mrs. Krishnan telling now? She says, whatever you say that it is Somu's favorite possession means belongings, and that he had given to Dr. Ashok's family. She says that is all a nuisance. She shouted angrily. A talented artist, she applied a dab of yellow paint onto her painting titled Sunset at Marina, paused for a moment to survey the effect and then continue. What is she doing? This Dr. Ashok Krishnan's wife, no, she is an artist, and so she is doing a painting. And what did she do now? She is applying yellow orange paint into her painting. The topic of the painting is Sunset at Marina. She just stopped for a while and she was looking at the painting, how it has come out. Remember the rare insect eating plant he brought back from the wettest corner of the Amazonian rainforest. He insisted that we keep it because it would eat the mosquitoes in the house, and now that wretched plant requires a room heater to keep it alive in Chennai. What did he say? He has brought an insect eating plant. I hope you also would have learnt about insect eating plant like Nepenthes, Utricularia and all, isn't it? Like that, he also had brought a plant from the Amazon rainforest. He had already gone on a tour, we saw, isn't it, to the equatorial forest and all. And so he brought a insect eating plant and he has presented that to Dr. Ashok. Okay. And so what did he tell him? That it would eat the mosquitoes in the house. Yes, insect eating plants means the plant would swallow the mosquitoes also. Now you think of that plant in your house. we also have too much of mosquitoes in our places, isn't it? If that plant is there, it would also eat away the mosquitoes. But what happened to that plant? The wife says now it requires a room heater to keep it alive in Chennai, and so it lives only in a hot climate. Ma, protested Arvind, that's not really true. Uncle Somu's given us some really fabulous gifts. Now, our son Arvind is interrupting and telling, no, no, Ma, it is not really true. You should not lie. Uncle Somu has given us really very valuable gifts. What are the gifts? Right, remember the tiny pen knife he gave me last year? The one with a genuine shark's tooth blade. That's been really useful. Maya joined the protest. Now, Arvind is reminding his mother that Dr. Somu gave him a tiny pen knife last year, okay, and it was made of the shark's tooth. Then Maya also joined it. No one but you, Maya, Mrs. Krishnan told her daughter sternly, would describe a pen knife that has cut open the pockets of 3 skirts and 2 pairs of jeans as really useful. What did she do with that knife? She has opened her skirt, she has cut her skirts and 2 pairs of jeans with that knife, and so she says that it is useful. And what about the aboriginal boomerang Uncle Somu brought us all the way from Australia, demanded Aravind. He has also bought them a boomerang. You know what is a boomerang, isn't it, or not? Once you throw it, it will come back to you. And so he talks about that. You can't deny that it was a great hit with everyone. What did that boomerang do? Great hit indeed. Mrs. Krishnan didn't bother to hide her sarcasm and continued, considering that the boomerang sliced through all the TV aerials in the neighborhood, caused permanent damage to several cars in the parking lot, and knocked out our watchman cold with the force you threw it. What did they do with this boomerang? They went to the top of the house, okay, they threw it and played. And what happened? It damaged all the TV aerials. I don't know whether you are familiar with the term aerial. Previous days and all, some years back and all, they used to have TV antennas and aerials only. And so it damaged all that and many cars which were parked in the parking area. And it also hit a watchman. Okay, he was very badly hit with the force they threw the boomerang. But zigzag is different. Somu says we are sure to love zigzag. Soothed Dr. Krishnan, because the bird can talk and sing in about 21 different languages, mostly African languages, of course. When it sings, it moves the listeners to tears. But what is Somu telling now? Zigzag is something different. He says that you will surely love zigzag. He is comforting them. He is consoling them. Because the bird can talk and sing in about 21 different languages. He is very sure, Somu says, that zigzag can speak 21 different languages. That too mostly African languages, because it was brought from Africa. Of course, when it sings, it moves the listeners to tears. When we also hear some melodious songs or so, okay, what happens? Sometimes unknowingly tears start coming, isn't it? And so this Dr. Somu also says it moves the listeners to tears. It's Somu's thoughtless ways that reduce me to tears, Mrs. Krishnan said irritably. What a time to dump this multilingual talking singing bird on us. Here I am tied up in knots trying to get my paintings together for the exhibition next week. Mrs. Krishnan is getting annoyed. She is getting irritated. She says, is this the time to bring and dump this bird with us? Okay, multilingual means a bird which speaks many languages, and talking and singing bird. He also says it can speak, it can talk, it can speak and sing, isn't it? And so she says, I'm very fed up and I am getting ready for my painting exhibition, and this time this fellow has sent this bird.
The second unit supplementary reader, zigzag. When a family tries to bring up a pet, they have to bear up the troubles of the pet. Here is the story of a family. A story of Dr. Ashok T. Krishnan. He owned a child specialist clinic. There is always more sound at than any other hospital. The sounds of children. One day, Dr. Krishnan's wife, Mrs. Krishnan, visited the clinic. She was irritated because of the sounds. Doctor asked to apologize and told that his friend Somu called him, and Somu wanted him to take care of his pet till he come back from Alaska. Dr. Krishnan refused by said no, but Somu thought that he said yes because of the poor network. Dr. Krishnan admits that his wife is very busy to getting ready her painting for her next exhibition, but he doesn't know who is going to take care of Somu's pet Zigzag. Zigzag! Exclaimed by Dr. Krishnan's 9-year-old daughter Maya, and she asked, "Isn't that Somu's uncle's green beetle? The one who spits the poison to the opponent's eye?" No, refused by older brother Aravind. He also added, "The beetle is called Spitfire. Zigzag must be a snake." "You both mistaken," interrupted by Dr. Krishnan, and revealed Zigzag is a most harmless and lovable bird. A African witch doctor gifted this bird to Somu. Mrs. Krishnan says, "Somu may be your best friend, but whatever he gifted us, it makes trouble to us." And she started to explain. "Do you remember the insect-eating plant? While giving it, he promised us it would eat mosquitoes, but what happened now? We need a room heater to keep it alive." But Aravind opposed that. He told, "You are right, mother, but remember the penknife he gave us last year. It has been really helpful." Maya also support his brother. Mrs. Krishnan says, "Maya, you should not support him because you tore 3 skirts and 2 pair of jeans with that knife." Aravind says, "Then what about Boomerang which he bought from Australia? You can't deny it, mother." Mrs. Krishnan replied, "Did you forget, Aravind, that Boomerang cut the TV wires, damage to several cars, and knock out our watchman?" Now Dr. Krishnan crossed. But Zigzag is different. He also ascertained that we too love the Zigzag, because the bird knows 21 languages. If it starts to sing, the voice can attract thousands of hearts. Mrs. Krishnan says, "I think it is useless. I have many other works, especially painting." Then Aravind requested his father that he wanted to bring the Zigzag to his school. He wanted to exhibit in the science exhibition. Maya inquired when Zigzag was coming. Dr. Krishnan replied, "Somu said he would send Zigzag with his old cook Visu. Sometime they will come today." Suddenly the doorbell rang. When they opened the door, it was Visu and Zigzag. Dr. Krishnan's family shocked when they saw the Zigzag, because it is a weirdest looking bird. It was so ugly and horrible. "This is Zigzag," announced by Visu, and he said that he is going to miss Zigzag. Aravind strived to make him to speak, but all is vain. So he brought some pieces of fruits and nuts to feed it. Zigzag picked up a walnut, but he refused to speak. So Visu said, "Just wait till Zigzag settles down in this new home." Then Visu and Dr. Krishnan left from his home. When Visu left from house, Zigzag fell asleep and began to snore. It began a soft grumble, then it grew louder. The whole family irritated and strived to wake it up, but they can't. Mrs. Krishnan blamed everyone. Maya says, as per the scientific fact, the bird could not snore, and she tried to water Zigzag to wake up. Finally, she wetting most of the curtains and sofa instead. Aravind make a different sounds like lion and ferocious dog, but Zigzag slept on undisturbed and snored on. So everybody moves to the bedroom. Suddenly their maid Lakshmi screamed from the painting studio. Everybody rushed into it and found Lakshmi dancing and singing, and she said, "We have been blessed for a long time. See the pieces of fruits and nuts. Those are falling as rain." By saying this, she switched on a fan, on which Zigzag kept some fruits and nuts. Before Lakshmi realized, a piece of fruit fell over her cheeks and a walnut hit her forehead. A papaya fruit piece fell over Mrs. Krishnan's painting, a masterpiece painting. Mrs. Krishnan got much angry and she strived to shoot Zigzag. But suddenly telephone rang. Mrs. Krishnan picked up a call. The call from neighboring houses. They requested her to stop the strange sound. With lot of anger, Mrs. Krishnan called her husband and informed everything, and she told him that one of her neighbor, Mrs. Jungjungwala, had called her by hearing Zigzag's snoring sound and asked whether she could stop her singing lesson. So she requested her husband to find out his friend Somu. Next moment, Dr. Krishnan left from the clinic. Before he left from clinic, he sent an email to Somu requesting how to stop Zigzag snoring sound, and he convinced every of his neighbor. Days passed. Dr. Krishnan checks his mail daily. 6 days over. 6 days. They tolerate that snoring sound. Maya complains that she heard the snoring sound repeatedly in her eardrum. Aravind told for the first time he wished to go to school. Mrs. Krishnan had lost interest in painting. So, a cruel 6 days over, this is the 7th day. A email arrived from Somu. On that day, Mrs. Krishnan compelled his husband to take off Zigzag from the house, because few of her friends would visit her house. So Dr. Krishnan brought Zigzag to his clinic and warned him not to sleep anymore. As he opened his room door, he heard a strange voice which says, "Hey there, blue t-shirt, don't jump on sofa. And you, hey, red dress, don't swing on curtain." It was Zigzag's voice, bold and commanding voice. The next moment, there was a pin drop silence in the room. Dr. Krishnan was amazed. Usually a noisy clinic turned a silent place. Patients consoled. Naughty children become a silent one, and Zigzag starts to sing and narrate the French poem, which makes a complete peaceful soul to the patients. After that, the Zigzag never ever snored. At the moment, Mrs. Krishnan called him. "Doctor, pick your phone." She told that she sold the painting for 5,000 rupees. Dr. Krishnan shocked and asked, How? How is possible? Isn't the painting the papaya fell over?" She replied, "Yes, but the customer liked the papaya splash particularly and appreciate me also." Then she laughed for a moment and she told that she wanted to bring back the bird Zigzag. Dr. Krishnan also felt much happy and gave a sweet to Zigzag. Zigzag ate the sweet and winked his eyelid. This is how the story Zigzag ends.